Good evening, everyone. Switched Double here, as always. Well, at least this time we are going to do a Gameshow stream since it was supposed to be yesterday, but sadly, not many people didn't join in until like after almost an hour. So that was just a pointless to even to start one. So yeah, I thought maybe do it as today actually instead. I know at least that Game Guy and his brother Roy will be actually to show up here uh eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening here. So yeah, so there was gonna be a game show stream based on this James Cameron's two movies so far, and I was surprised that in the first place that the second movie was made at some point about a few years ago. Then we have now the second movie came out about a year ago, and I did read that James Cameron actually I think it is that he's directing the next movie, Avatar 3, which will be released around 2025. And the fourth movie it's set to be released in 2029, and the fifth is set to be released around 2031. James Cameron actually had expressed that he wanted to do six or seven movies, but we don't know if there's gonna be a six or seven movies yet. But currently, as the third movie is the development. So yeah, and even though that's might be a less shocking, but we don't even know if humanity will even be around when the fourth movie is gonna be released, or even past 2031 actually, since I know that not many people may not know this, that is in fact one asteroid, quite literally an asteroid, is approaching Earth at this moment, and will pass around 2029 actually on April. And I heard it was about 2.5% chance of this particular asteroid to hit Earth. Its name is Apophis, after the Egyptian god of death, I think it is. And the chance of it survive hit the Earth is, like I said, is 2.5% in on that. But the distance between uh, the distance between that one just only 19,794 miles, or 30,000 kilometers. That's like half the distance between Earth and the Moon. And the next time Apophis will return is in 2036. And if Apophis will hit Earth, let's say humanity as we know it, might just say in percentage, I would just say probably 99.999999% of humanity will be extinct. It's just so bad it is. And it's said Apophis, it's it's pretty bad. It said some let's see here. Um wait, I'll do this instead. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Translate it. It's much easier. Um, let's see here. If it will hit Earth, it will release energy of 880 megatons, according to NASA's calculations, and it will equal to as 65,000 Hiroshima bombs if the asteroid will hit Earth. And the survival chance of that, it's pretty low, unless if you're one of those fallout shelters. But I don't even know if those top bunkers would even survive that type of explosion. And even if that would hurt to happen, even there will be several thousand survivors of in bunkers, or perhaps even on the uh, those survivors of the space station, on the if there are any a base on the moon on Mars. Well, they might be one of the last remaining humans alive. And even if there were survivors on Earth, they are like, oh yeah, we can just simply go outside again after all disaster passed. No, no. Just what happened, this will be exact the same thing what happened 66 million years ago with the dinosaurs. The climate will be so badly changed. In fact, the climate will drop, like the average temperature will be dropped so low, and that will last for several thousands of years. It's a big risk. That might even be a new ice age. But even if there were even people on the moon and Mars, if this would happen, well, let's say they will be cut off with no help from Earth or anything like that. I'm just saying, even if Apophis will eventually return in 2036, with the risk of humanity might be extinct. But as NASA, along many other major space organizations like Russia's version and JAXA, which is Japan's short name for that, every single one is working on the plan to how say it, redirect near Earth objects, which is classified as. They actually managed to do so with one particular asteroid in a program called DART. It's a nickname for the whole name. I don't even remember, but um, they were applying this most typical answer for like to send a nuke or something like that to the asteroid and blow up. Well, that is might work, but it had to be a certain distance from the planet. Otherwise, even the smallest pieces might burn up. But even the slightest big sites can impact Earth. Even it may not cause a mass extinction or anything like that level, but it still can be damaging. One crazy idea is to paint the whole asteroid in order to have the sunlight to reflect, or at least to push the asteroid out of Earth's orbit or even the direction. But as we all know, paint is a liquid state, and anything that is liquid comes in contact with freezing temperature, like in space, would immediately freeze to solid. And spraying that on the surface, it's but that is absolute no go. I mean, it's like for if a guy peeing on the middle of winter and it's so cold, it will freeze almost immediately. That is type almost the same scenario. So painting an asteroid or a comet or like that, yeah, it's kind of funny of how anyone even came up with this idea, but to me it sounds impractical or even some implausible to even to use an idea. Honestly, though, but it's something that we may have to develop some form of anti-asteroid or comet defense. I mean, They are estimate the next type of asteroid that will hit Earth. That's the same type that wiped out the dinosaurs. They are estimated the next one will probably be within 100,000 years or so. But humanity still have opportunity to survive. I mean, during this time, who knows? Oh, bye yeah. But yeah, humanity still has opportunity to survive at any time of these disasters of all kinds of things. I mean, if humanity has survived in a distant past, way before even we have even technology, humanity has the ability to survive in all kinds of environments. In fact, even one particular disaster around 75,000 years ago, Toba eruption, nearly wiped out humans. But we survived, and we will survive. But as late Stephen Hawking once said, he was an astrophysics. He said humanity had to migrate out of space within 1,000 years or will be extinct. And he's tried to put many factors on that, like overpopulation. That means if we will be too many people on Earth, that will be strained on the very strict limitations on the natural resources, like oil, fresh water, and even surface that we can even grow in food. Think about it. I mean, like, just look what on the planet Coruscant from Star Wars, which has 1 trillion people on it. And there's no natural risk, there's like no natural features on the planet still remains. Well, maybe a few, but considering that the whole planet is built as a whole city, a city that's top built on top of each other. So that level that the people are walking on Coruscant isn't the original land. Level one is the most original land or the original ground, but nothing lives there because it's pitch black. But uh, but just imagine Coruscant with 1 trillion people and Earth, which now has 8.1 billion people. And UN, United Nations, did make an estimation that around next century, by the beginning of the 22nd century, they estimate around 10 or maybe it's 11 billion people. And even as US, but there had been some estimation around 2040, they estimate around 400 million people will live there. I mean, they are not far off, since they are already around 335 or 36 million. So yeah, unless they were, unless there's a lot more people from overseas, let's say they were sending half of China's population. Let's say they sent another 500 million people from China over to the US. That is impossible. Well, possible it is, but not recommended. But yeah. Anyways, we have these two knuckleheads. So,
Nothing.
well, you guys are not the only one here.
Really? Who else is there? Oh. Screaming Marlin.
Yeah,
Malachi?
or Taylor. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Oh,
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, it's me.
So, have you guys ever seen any of the Avatar movies by any chance?
I've seen both.
Nope.
Well, I seen both.
Good, neither have I.
It's it's an interesting movie though. Some of this idea, the concept of the when they made the movie,
sir.
um, some of the like the whole atmosphere of Pandora, is really unrealistic, meaning it's unlikely that's not possible. Another thing is I don't understand how it's even possible because I don't think they have even revealed it. Because in the movies they have mountain range that's literally is floating in midair. They never explained how it is even possible,
It's not.
unless that's unless also those mountains had some form of properties of a mineral which is the same in the ground. It's like two had the same magnets with the same polarities against each other, which we know if you do, they will push away from each other. So is that like in the natural mountains on Pandora? That was like a giant natural magnet. But at least I don't know what like the cause of it, but Pandora is actually a pretty unique world. I
Yeah.
mean, before they even made this movie, James Cameron actually put a lot of research into how to, you know, we know that every other worlds out there that's habitable, it's not the same as Earth, like the same
Like,
gravity, like life itself may not. Even there might be some animals on different worlds. In it, not necessarily had to be like us. Like we have dogs and animals like elephants or whales. We don't even
yeah.
have an idea. Like, what if they actually is life forms on different worlds? Like, they have some, let's say, a jellyfish, like which is maybe as big as a whale or a blue whale in length, or if they had turtles that's big as a car, or even a squid, giant squid that might be as big as I know, maybe as uh maybe as two buses on after each other. Like, what if they do in fact discover there's a giant squid on another world that's maybe as perhaps 500 or maybe as 800 feet long? That would have been impressive.
I'm imagining
But
that they have. Oh, sorry.
even so, many people assuming like in the past that every single life form that might be in the world in the universe might be carbon based. Not anymore, and is that because in many other uh, franchise of sci-fi like Star Trek, they have
Yeah.
the Vulcans, Romulans. They are copper based,
Love that.
and they have yeah, that's because of the green blood.
Yeah.
And this also from the original Star Trek, where they had this uh, non-humanoid life form called Horta, which is like a blob, which is silicon based. So any that it can't be any life forms that can be based on sulfur, silicon, and every single life form out there in the universe not necessarily had to be in humanoid in shape. In fact, even if there might be a planet that be same size as Earth, yeah, they might be or smaller. They might be even way taller than humanity or humans, or if a planet is way bigger than Earth, that means the gravity will be way stronger, and that if there would be life forms that's similar to humanity or as a humanoid, they will be shorter due to the fact of gravity. And there had been suggested that if there are life forms that's planets like Jupiter, Saturn could have life in the upper atmosphere, like say like manta ray or something like that.
Yeah.
There were some there were actually some discovery that some scientists believe that they found some biological component or compounds in the atmosphere of Venus.
Mhm.
But some other experts had dismissed it as biological compounds. They believe it's a process of geological features. all that. Oh, get this. On Venus, there's actually a geological features called pancake domes.
What?
Yeah, it
What?
is. I mean, it's quite surprising because in a previous game show stream of We Made of Space, I literally had as a question, and I asked Game Guy had a question. It's like, uh, how big are the pancake domes on the planet Venus? And he burst out of laughter because, honestly, though, I didn't know myself. I mean, even though had read a lot about space and about even our system, but this is literally uh, like round dome-shaped features on the surface,
What?
and the hence name as pancake domes. I mean,
How does that
pancake.
even work?
I I mean, they aren't like but they're like flat features. They're like no, they aren't like like a bubble shape that they're complete flat on the surface, but they're round and they're like let's say um they are like a platform kind in a sense. Like they are right. It's like they're a bit like a hill, but flat top of it. It's like if someone made a landing platform for a helicopter or something like that. And in a sense,
Yeah,
and
how did
they
these
are
things form again? How did these things even like? Is it like a bunch of geological factors or atmospheric
yeah,
factors or
I
something?
think so. Yeah, it is. This is our geological features, and they are natural. And similar to that is on Earth, but not in the same size. Then some
Hmm.
on Venus are way bigger. And since Venus is often called Earth's evil twin, I mean, Earth and Venus are roughly the same size, only that Venus is slightly smaller, just not that much, but just a slight. And there had been some theories that even one time Venus may have been like Earth, like green continents and blue oceans, but at some point it's distant past it. It became so hot enough for that all vaporized or vapor in the atmosphere, similar to Mars. Mars is one of the planets that's at one point did had liquid surface water, but as we have found proof of that. They
Something I
are fact,
something I personally believe. Are you aware of Alpha Centauri?
yes. Alpha
I
Centauri, which is yeah, that one I know of.
yeah,
The
I would
closest
not.
star system.
I bet that there's got to be life on that planet. If there be a planet that's at least close to us, I wouldn't doubt that it at least has some form of life. It doesn't have to be intelligent, just life itself. And
Yeah, even if there were to find a planet, even if we find life on the planet, even if like just a simple moss or even algae, that it is life. In fact, we know of a number of planets in Alpha Centauri system. One is known as Proxima Centauri B, and it's
ah,
actually and it is in a habitable zone, also known as Goldilocks zone, as a reference to the Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Um, but here's the thing, though: if we don't know for a fact if this planet, even the planet is in the habitable zone, we don't know if the planet is rotating.
we
If the
don't know
planet,
with our current
well,
technology. That being said, in the future maybe.
yeah, yeah, and even if the planet is in a tidal locked, like say the moon is tidal locked, facing one side the whole time, so they wanted to say day side is impossible for any life to have been involved for. The surface would be too hot, and the other side will be freezing cold. But there is that possibility that and life could still evolve on that type of planet. And how would that even possible? Well, you see, in the line between the day and night side, which is a zone which is called Terminator for some odd reason, that
Terminator.
is Yeah, that's the reason for anyone to even know that. But they actually they believe in that zone itself it's possible for life to be evolved. But there is also another class of planets we know of is traveling through space, which is called rogue planets. And as we as travel been well explored space, we know of at least over 5,000 exoplanets, which are called. And but most majority is what is called hot Jupiters, which is meaning
Hmm.
as a reference to a Jupiter-sized planet or even slightly bigger than Jupiter, which is approximately close to its own star. And there is planets that is a rocky planet, but either too cold or too hot. So many even as called super Earths, which is a lot of those are bigger than Earth. And there is one term that mentioned yesterday in the stream, which is called Mega Earth, which is a planet that's
Something.
way twice as big.
Speaking
But
of, sorry I've not been able to go on the last streams. I've been busy.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It not really much happens. So
You know, a TV series that promotes the theory of Proxima Centauri or whatever it was being okay for human life is Lost in Space. I love that TV series. It may not be accurate, but I love it.
uh, which one? The old
Lo-
one or the new one?
the new one, it's like with that
Yeah.
giant Terminator-looking robot thingy. I love it.
Uh, never saw it.
It's on Netflix. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I know.
good.
Yeah, I have. I didn't even never saw the old one either, but I see the movie that they made from the
I'm
early
saying there's a
2000s.
movie. There's a movie.
Yeah, they actually made a movie, but that's where this one was way long time ago.
Oh,
Let me see. Lost in Space
it's on.
film. It's
Yeah.
actually from 1998.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Mm.
believe I still have that one on VHS. I know I'm ancient.
Yeah, I was watching. I was when I referenced. I was thinking of the I think it was 2015. It was like the TV series on Netflix. I've never seen the movie. I need to watch it. Huh.
It's kind of a let's say there is the bad guy in the movie. He's been scratched when they found this alien spaceship.
Oh, no
Let's
spoilers! No spoilers! I want to watch it first.
let's say what's happening in the end. He is um, half human, half spider, alien
Okay.
spider,
Okay.
and I mean he's more like spider than human. And they find a small creature that looks like an ape or a monkey. It can change color on its body, like a chameleon. But that's when it's
Oh.
friendly. Yeah, it's yeah, the first movie they actually made for from 1998. I seen it in it is on DVD and on Blu-ray. Lost in Space. The TV series was actually from the 2018
Ah, I knew it was around there.
and it's 2022, 21. Oh, have you? Okay, are you a Scooby Doo fan by any chance?
Yeah, I don't what I got. I don't really go on my way to watch it, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Trust me, don't watch the new series that they made.
Yeah,
Velma. Velma,
yeah,
it
no.
is absolutely the worst of all.
Uh,
They literally brought back Scrappy,
who?
but Scrappy, Scooby's nephew.
Oh, okay.
They made him a super soldier, which he went rogue and became a serial killer.
Jeez. Oh God, no! Don't know.
And this one, though, and here's the thing: he was bulletproof. No
What?
matter if you're at close range or a distant from him, you would never even work. And even a freaking missile would even hurt him.
A part of me is glad that I've never seen or heard of what you're talking about. A part of me is glad that I don't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah, it's pretty bad. It's was one of the worst series ever in this whole thing. I mean, they had so low ratings, so much negative response from the audience.
Oh,
I also learned that from my girlfriend. From my girlfriend is that the creator refused to allow to have Scooby in that series. And I just not think Daphne or Velma died in the series, and she remained as a spirit, as a ghost.
okay.
Yeah, and it's actually in the second
Yeah.
season, but it won't be anymore because the whole series was canceled. Good riddance.
Thank
That is a
God.
problem. Yeah, it's one of the worst franchise of the Scooby Doo franchise they ever made.
Man,
I
that's
mean, come
good for
on.
kids to watch. Man, real good.
Yeah, I mean the original. At least they have. I mean, at least the original series then had in those onwards, but they have Batman, the Joker, the Penguin, and some other characters in it. And they had made several movies on this Scooby Doo franchise back from the 80s and on the onwards. Even a few live actions. I mean, they even in the first live action movie, the Male Scooby, Scrappy was turned into villain. At least he
Mm.
was uh, a psychopath killer in this like the Velma series. But I did see the last episode of Velma yesterday, and trust me, it's a freaking mess, absolute mess. And if
Jesus.
and even if that series would get any nominations at all, it probably would get the in the worst catalog like, category every single time. It's so worse, so bad. I mean, even Fred's own mother in the first season turned out to be the serial killer. She literally took teenagers, like from high school, literally opened the skull and
Oh,
removed the
gee.
brain. Yeah,
Oh my.
she removed the brain and put them in jars,
Oh my God.
and the brain was still alive.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's I never saw how they even do that because they Wilma found one of the girl students in a dumpster and one in the locker. Like she just opened the door and the body just bam, fell on the
There's
floor, but the
no
scalp
way that
all
it's
complete
PG.
gone. Yeah,
Sorry, there's no
that's
way. There's no SPD. There's no way that's PG. It's gotta be like R
no.
something.
Yeah, that's actually I believe it's something like 18 age range.
Jeez. Who, whose
It's
idea
so
was it?
bad.
Whose
It is so
idea?
bad.
Oh my
They
God.
were
Nah,
actually
actually, you want to know something? It's rated B for bullshit.
mm, I mean, it's so bad. I mean, it's just yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, first when I first heard about the Velma series, I was like, okay, a new series. Not surprised there, but when it turned out being when it actually had killers and when Scrappy ended up being the serial killer in the second season, I mean, come on. And get this, um, Velma could be returned back to life, except that they had been doing it on Halloween with a magical spell. I
Jeez.
was like, well, I mean, this not the first though. There is, I mean, there are, but Velma series. I'm surprised that series had even get canceled in their first season. It was just so bad, and even Shaggy was not even white. He was African American. Okay, I mean, I know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that, but like, what? Like, why would
no,
they do that?
I know. I mean, and even okay, Fred. We know for at least Daphne in the original series that she belonged to a rich family, but
Of
in this
course.
one she wasn't. In this one, she is not part of it. She is adopted by two women. Her biological parents are hardcore criminals,
I am
literally.
so disturbed by
Yeah,
just hearing this.
yeah. And get this,
What?
Daphne and Wilma actually kissed a few times in the series.
What the fuck?
Well, they made Wellman as bisexual.
That okay? Again, nothing completely
No,
wrong with that, but why though?
I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I mean, and also Fred. He is belonged to a rich family, and which his mother was the first killer in the first season. And get this, he can't even cut his own dinner with. He had to have service to cut his own food for him,
Oh my
and
god!
he believes that every single girl is has a crush on him. But
And
even presume that, yeah, he even assumed that Wilma was in love with him. But no, she wasn't. She wasn't even interested. And get this, in the last season of the last episode, Velma's father was getting married to a woman, and that her mother was getting married to Fred's dad.
oh my, what is happening?
I don't even know.
God,
I mean,
no
I
way!
mean,
No way!
yeah. I rather watching the previous series of this, but this one, for me, it gets a negative 100 stars. So bad
Like,
it was. This,
you know the movie they released. You know, like I think it was in 2021. I think it was just. I don't know. It was the animated movie. Thank God it's at least PG. Jesus, but I don't. The plot was a bit questionable. Like, not as bad, but just like, kind of, you know the animated
yeah,
movie.
I get what you mean. There are, in fact, several movies of this series, and that they even had made some crossover in uh, in that franchise with others. Like they even made a crossover between the Jetson family with Flintstones, the Flintstones back in the 80s, I believe. As then, yeah, it's let's say it was. I mean, that movie was at least way better because, but yeah, as many live actions also movies like in Disney, some are absolute even worse as well. I mean,
Yeah, like the blood and
yeah,
honey thing, Winnie the Pooh. Oh my God, Jesus! Jesus. Don't even get me
get
started.
I say it's absolute worse. I mean, they even literally ate Eeyore in the first movie in order to survive.
Oh my God, I don't even.
And
I hate horror movies as it is. God.
well, let's say this. This turned out in the second movie that we and the others used to be humans, but a doctor put them into some more horrible experiments,
Oh my
injecting them with
God.
animal DNA, which turned them to these creatures. And Winnie
Disney,
the
why?
Pooh, yeah, I don't even know. Winnie is actually Christopher Robin's younger brother in that movie.
I'm so God. Yeah.
And literally, he even well, I won't get in exact detail since it's pretty graphic, but he killed his mother as well by slamming knives in her face.
Oh,
I just, yeah. And also,
Well,
they're
here's the
actually
thing.
working.
I don't know if you know about this, Taylor, but
mhm.
with Winnie the Pooh, yeah, it's not well, it is, but he isn't technically owned by Disney anymore. He's you know, public
Public
No,
domain.
domain.
So
no.
anyone could do whatever the hell they want to with him, and guess what?
I'm sorry. Who the hell owns Winnie the Pooh now? Wait, what?
It has always been public domain.
Oh my God, Jesus! That's not gonna work. It's not gonna.
Disney did
It was
own.
owned by Disney, and then now it's public domain.
Well, part of this actually is still private owned, but like that is based
Yeah,
on the
some
book
of it.
characters, from the book series.
Not enough of it
That
though.
that copyright of the book series will eventually expire in 2027,
Mm.
And even Disney still owns some of the rights of Mickey Mouse.
You're gonna
They
do this one.
do, but they
Yes.
lost it most of the public domain because after almost I think it was 97, 95 years, they couldn't extend the ownership of entirely of Mickey Mouse.
I swear to God,
And
if they make
now,
a horror Mickey Mouse, I'm not going to
yeah,
watch
they actually
anything Disney made. Wait, they are?
they they even made Canada had made a horror movie slasher movie based on Mickey Mouse, Seymour Willie at its called, and
Oh,
it's set to be released sometime this year. But they haven't only said the year, but exact date of that movie is not being released yet.
the thing that ticked me
And
off the most was the horror Bambi thing. When I was between 6 and 9 years old, all I would watch is Bambi and the 2006 version of
yeah,
what?
they
Gee,
are they they actually had made a live action horror movie based on that also.
oh my
Same
God!
company that made the Winnie Pooh is currently also being made as a third movie. And get this,
What?
Pinocchio horror movie is also being
No,
developed.
no, no, no! Just no! Just stop!
They are also hoping to make a horror movie based on Teletubbies, Powerpuff Girls, and also Four for the Adventures.
What kind of twisted freak is behind directing these things?
But
Jesus!
here's the thing. But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Some of this franchise can't be used made as horror movie because some of them actually do in fact being copyright owned.
Like
And
what?
it's not worth to make any horror movies based on the characters because if they do and a public announced it and the companies that still owns that right to those characters, they will sue them.
Mm.
And it's not worth it because I remember once time I did read this was before Mickey Mouse characters, the outline of that was still copyright to Disney. I read this preschool or daycare had put Mickey Mouse head's uh, shape on the wall and posted that on the social media, and
Mm.
Disney found out about it, and they told the daycare or the preschool either they had the two options, either painted it over or face a lawsuit. And the lawsuit against that big company, it can be thousands or even millions. And and I don't know how many people knows this, but it's when Disney made the first movie ever, Snow White, in
Yeah.
1937.
Yeah.
There was a 50-50 chance that if the 50 chance of the movie end up being very disliked, the whole company could either be completely shut down or being bought by someone else because they put so much resources into the movie. And even Lady and Tramp, in
Yeah.
that scene where and in the scene where the dog been hit by the dog catcher's car or truck,
Mm-hmm.
originally he was supposed to have died.
Uh,
And even just during the production of that movie. Now Walt Disney saw that. He he didn't like it much, so he hadn't told him change that. So instead, he survived with just broken leg.
yeah. If Walt Disney were alive today, he would clean up
Yeah,
whatever the heck is going on like right now.
yeah, he
Jesus
wouldn't been
Christ.
he yeah he wouldn't been happy about any of this.
Oh my
And
God.
even and live action versions of this, like Beauty and Beast, in the original,
Okay, that's not
those
bad. Okay, that's not bad.
well, the original was even better though because
Of course.
they
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
they made so many changes. Like in the original,
Mm-hmm.
if Belle hadn't fallen in love with Beast during the last petal of the rose, he would have remained as the
Mm-hmm.
Beast, and the staff
Mm-hmm.
would have remained as living objects. But in the live action version they really made, it didn't happen. He remained as a beast, but the staff they were had turned into an actual object, and they would stop living.
Oh,
And
Jeez.
hit and also get this, Mr. Potts, the teapot. She is
Yep.
married in the live action movie, and her husband
Yeah.
lives in the village
I know.
where Belle is from, but he has no
Yeah.
memory of it, of his own
I
wife
know.
or his son, because that same
I noticed that as
fairy,
well.
because the same fairy that put the spell on the beast, put also this memory loss spell of everyone. And Belle, her mother died in the movie, in live action version. And the originally deleted scenes from the first movie they made, this cartoon version, she was supposed to be appeared in it, but she died when Belle was still young. But it happened in live action movie, which I didn't see no wrong with that. It's only that
No.
she died of the plague, which is terrible disease, way terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also
I
thing,
have mixed feelings about. Sorry.
and another thing is that her father put away the portrait of her mother and a baby rattle behind somewhere in the house, so that Belle will not see this. And she was supposed to have a younger sister as well, originally.
I have I have some mixed feelings about the Mulan live action. I don't know where I don't get the plot to where like okay, Mulan, and then there's like the female counterpart like on the Mongol side. I still have trouble understanding that part. Like what necessary was that? Like to
I don't know. I never saw it.
oh, you've never seen the live Mulan?
Nope. I only seen one of the live
Uh,
action. That
I
was
have.
I
oh
seen
my god,
Aladdin. 20,
you scared me
I only
so
saw
bad.
Aladdin 29. I seen Aladdin 2019
Oh,
movie. That's all the live action I've seen. The others I had
getting
not
mad
even
at
seen.
fucking nowhere.
Oh god,
And another thing
you
is,
scared me so bad.
and even though Moana is
hmm
going to be a live action movie in a couple of years.
I'm sorry, what?
Moana, you know the
What?
girl that lives on the island.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but what? Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold
it's gonna
on.
be live action. It's gonna be live action, and it's gonna be a sequel to their first movie in I think it is this year or next year. And like
Oh,
Lilo and Stitch, and Lilo and Stitch is also gonna be a live action.
What is it? Why?
No
I
joke.
mean,
Yeah, I
of course, they're not like bad movies per se, but like, why though?
yeah, they're really. Here's another thing about this.
because
Like they're
Disney
really
needs
changing the
money.
story about this. They are really changing all the basic the franchise of all this. Like in the very original Notre Dame, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, is have a different ending. Esmeralda did die.
What?
Quasimodo carried her body away from the Paris and outside, and he passed his monastery that is a leper colony, not a leprechaun, but a disease that was back then, still even around today, I believe. Um, they he buried her, and he laid next to her. He didn't eat and at all. And some time passed, and some people exhuming his grave. And when they tried to separate Esmeralda's and Quasimodo's bones, his bone turned to dust. And even though Pocahontas is actually based on a real princess,
Yeah.
and only difference that she did not marry John Smith. And in real life, she was moved to live in England,
Yeah.
and she did have a son. But the year when she was going back, she died of sickness, which is, I mean, it's normal understanding because back then it was just normal not having cure for all this kind of things. And
No.
the travel between England and the States back then could take maybe 1 to 2 months or so, depend
Yeah, at
on
best. At
the
best. Just at best.
at least.
Yeah.
And it could depend on many things like storms, if there was any wind, or so. It could depend on many different reasons.
Yeah,
Even
I just looked it up as well. Are you sure Moana is going to turn to a live action? Because according to my thing, Moana 2 is supposed to be another animated film.
yeah,
You sure?
Warner is yeah, it is going to be that
Well, the
sequel is
sequel
going to
isn't going
be
to be live
animated,
action. It's
but
probably
it's
going to be
going to
the
be a
original
live
movie
action one.
again, except now
And
it's
even
live action.
and
Huh?
even Mulan, which is I'm never going to watch because one reason: Mushu,
Why?
the dragon, he never appeared in it
Oh, yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
And he doesn't.
And even though they actually also made that he had a younger sister, which I don't see no problem with that at all. He was adding new character in the series, no problem with that.
Yeah.
But there is a sequel to that movie is also being developed.
Hmm.
Um, game guy, should we start with the game stream order?
God, I'm going to be honest. I totally forgot we were even doing one.
We got so caught
Yeah,
up in all this.
It's been one of those days. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Taylor?
Huh? Sorry, can you say again?
Do you want to do the game show or not?
Oh, sure. Sorry, my brother was knocking my door. Yeah, sure.
Speaking of brothers,
whoa, hey, don't fall for me.
What?
I had a fan on the bed which fell on the side. Damn
oh,
it.
no. God damn it! Gravity strikes again.
What?
Pretty much. So, well, it won't be teams since that will be like 2 against 1.
Of course not.
He knows more about Avatar than both of us, though. So really, it's 2 against 2.
Mhm.
Get out of here with that. Just leave the house. Not just go
So,
outside.
So who's gonna first go first though?
Well, game guy, ladies first. Go on ahead.
Did you say ladies first?
No, what do you mean? I didn't say. What are you talking about?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Well, if ladies go first, then you can go first, then Taylor.
No, no, no. I couldn't insist.
Hey, give me that dice. I'll see.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and they
In all seriousness, he
and
can go first.
yeah, and they are using a D20 dice.
Wait, is it in the chat? How does it work? Hold on. Where
No,
is it?
actually, no, a
Oh, it's
real
just
life in there from their end. They actually have a D20 dice
We're
that
doing
related.
it IRL.
How do I do this? What? Huh?
This
You'll see
game
when
show
it's
stream.
Kyle's turn. You know what? Yeah, sure.
Pretty,
You can go first.
it's pretty simple.
Yeah, all right, then.
I am the host.
Uh huh.
I ask the questions, and you
Mhm.
guys just answer. That's pretty much simple. It is.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's four options, and there is some of the questions are trick questions like yes or no, and some of them are marked as with an H, which is a hard question, like really hard ones. So some of them are simple, others may be hard. Oh, I should mention we did one of the when we first started with the Star Wars one once at one point. Let's say Game Guy did win. Like he has never seen Star Wars and he's alive. uh,
Yeah.
Even though I'm looking forward to the next Star Wars movie that will release in 2026 with
I'm sorry. Wait.
Ray.
There's another Star Wars movie?
Yeah, it's gonna be a new one with Ray, uh, Luke's last apprentice. It's gonna be
I thought.
in that movie, but they haven't
I
revealed the
thought.
exact title of it. Or the only thing that they had revealed is set to take place around 15 years after the ninth movie.
I thought Star Wars
And
9 was the last one.
well, it's just that. I don't know
Uh,
if this is going to be episode 10 or if it's going to be a whole separate new trilogy series. I don't even know.
uh,
And honestly, I don't even know. But in this movie, it's only the way that they had released of what's going to happen. It's she's rebuilding the Jedi Order again, but there are some forces that's trying to stop her. And
mm-hmm.
yes, that's all they had revealed. And she's the
Well,
only main character that's part of it. But
uh,
yeah,
well, it can't be as bad as what Disney's pumping out.
well, that's just that. And even Star Wars, before Disney bought the right to that, there were actually different franchise, different timeline. Like Luke had a son, Leia had three kids, two sons and one daughter. One turned the dark side, and he was killed like in a duel against his twin sister. And the youngest son, Anakin Solo, died in a again. He died in a war, in a galactic war. So so yeah, pretty much. Luke's
Mm,
son actually ended up uh he did have married at someone at some point, and one of the Luke descendants named Cade was a Jedi Padawan, but never became a other knight or master because he abandoned all that thing after his dad was killed, and he became a pirate, a smuggler, and yeah, a lot of things. But after Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, they changed their timeline to a whole new one.
hmm.
So it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So let's start with this. Taylor, you're gonna go first.
Okay. Is it in the chat somewhere
No,
or?
actually, no. I have on my computer. I will read the question from my end, and you guys can just
Oh,
answer.
got it. Sorry, yeah, I got it. All right, I'm paying attention now. Got it.
It's 81 questions, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, number one. In what year were Jake Sully born? A 21 6 26 21 60 20. I can't speak today. 21 21 26. B 2105, C 2135, or D 2114.
I didn't hear the name of the person. You said it was Dick who?
Jake Sully
Yake.
What the hell did
from
you?
from the Avatar movies, the main character.
Oh, okay.
So was he born either A 2126, B 2104 or 05, C 2135, or D 2114?
A.
Use A.
Yeah.
Ding like A. You get a point.
Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah, I got it correct.
So who's what's next? Game Guy or Roy?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
If you could keep track of your own points, that'd be great.
Okay, so I have 1 point.
He used to be the point master, and now he's not.
Okay, number two for you, Game Guy. Jake became paralyzed after from waist down, and how did he become paralyzed? A. Climbing accident. B. Born paralyzed. C. In a battle. Or D. After being stabbed.
Let's see. Hmm. I'm going between two answers here. I'm gonna dice. Dice. D20 in my hand. Tell me the number if it shall land. Thank you for not giving me a bad number first. Dane, I'm going with B. Final.
B.
Yeah.
Wrong. Exactly. C. In a battle. They never actually precise battle, but it happened. Number
Oh,
three, Leroy. How many siblings did Jake have? A one, B two, B three, C two, or D four?
Man, how the hell am I supposed to know that? Alright, give me that thing. I wonder if you'll get a better number than me. I got an 8. Alright, sure. B. Final.
B wrong. Exactly. A one, a twin brother.
God damn.
Number four for you, Taylor. How
alright.
long does it? How long does a journey to Pandora take? A 8 years, B 4 years, C 9 years, or D 6 years?
D.
You said D 6 years. Ding ding ding.
Yes.
Exactly D 6 years.
Wow.
Wow.
And the
That's
movie's
Sorry.
actually set. Yeah, and Pandora's actually set place in Alpha Centauri system.
Oh, so I have 2 points, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yup.
Number five. Think. Yeah, for game guide. Trick
Okay.
question. Was the moon of Pandora first discovered by humanity sometime between 2050 and 2077? Yes or no?
Say it again.
Was the moon of Pandora first discovered by humanity sometime between 2050 and 2077? Yes or no?
Uh, that seems very specific, so yes.
Ding ding, exactly yes.
Sweet.
Number six, hard question for you, Roy. The native race of Navi is taller than an average human. And how tall are they? A 8 feet, B 7 feet, C 9 feet, or D 10 feet?
I'll go with the most. I'll go with 10.
D ding ding ding, exactly 10 feet tall.
Nice. Excuse me.
Number seven for Taylor. What is the name of the class of the spaceships that took Jake to Pandora? A. Interstellar Vehicle Venator Star. B. Interstellar Vehicle Stellar. C. Interstellar Vehicle New Frontier. Or D. Interstellar Vehicle Galaxy.
Can you say A and B one more time?
A. Interstellar Vehicle Venator Star. B. Interstellar Vehicle Stellar. Stellar or Stellar.
A. A is an alpha.
A.
Oh,
Ding exactly. A. Interstellar Vehicle Venator Star.
So I did get it correct. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you did.
yeah. You
Oh,
got 3
I'm on
points.
fire. I'm on fire today.
Number eight for Roy. For game guy, sorry. How long is the spaceship that took Jake to Pandora? A 4,500 feet. B 2,800 feet. C 5,400 feet. Or D 6,800 feet.
I'm going with Roy's logic and going with D. Final. It's the most.
D wrong, exactly. C 5,400 feet.
That's
Even though
very.
they were, even though this when I found this info, they weren't actually in measurement of feet. It was actually in meters. But I had to
Oh,
convert
there
that. Yeah, so I had to convert that into feet. Otherwise,
we
since you
go.
guys are familiar, mostly used by that system. Okay, number 9 for Roy. Trick question. Can the spaceship that travels to Pandora land on the surface? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly no, they can't. Number 10 for Taylor. The company that owns the spaceship and everything, what is the name of the company? A. Planetary Development Administration. B. Interstellar Development Administration. C. Resources Development Administration. Or D. Earth Development Administration.
C as in Charlie.
C. Ding, 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 exactly C. It's
Wow.
also known as it's also known as RDA.
Mm,
That's is in fact the main villain in the whole franchise so far.
yeah.
It's okay. Number 11 for you, game guy. How big is the total human population in the 22nd century? A. 12 billion. B. 9 billion. C. 15 billion. Or D. 20 billion.
Um, that's gonna have to be Can you say it?
How big is the total human population in the 22nd century? 12 billion, 9 billion, 15 billion, or 20 billion?
That's gonna have to be it. That's gonna be it. Oh my god. I don't want to talk about the number I just got.
Number
A
one
final.
is A, wrong, exactly. D, 20 billion.
I hate this dice. Who doesn't? Good point.
Okay, game guy, you're next. Sorry, Roy, sorry.
Hey,
Other than Pandora, humanity had managed to settle down on a world in our system. Which one is it? A, Pluto. B, Mars. C, Titan. Or D, Europa.
oh, I know this. I believe it's Titan.
C, wrong, exactly. B, Mars.
Ba, 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 ba. Ah,
Well, that
damn.
one's obvious.
Well,
Yeah, and
it did
Mars
have
is
water all this time.
a little in the movie is a tourist attraction.
Ain't it?
Number 13 for you, Taylor.
All right.
Pandora is orbiting a gas giant, but the gas giant has a number of moons. How many moons does the moon of this gas giant have? A 12, B 24, C 14, or D 18?
A.
You say A, wrong side, C 14.
Wow. I didn't know this.
Well, I
Wow.
mean,
That's
unlike Jupiter, which has like what 95 moons.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and you'll imagine Earth for that many moons, it would have been chaos.
Man,
I
my winning streak is over.
Yeah. Number 14 for your game guy. Pandora might be a habitable world, but if a human tries to breathe, they will lose consciousness after how much time? A. 14 seconds. B. 18 seconds. C. 28 seconds. Or D. 20 seconds.
sorry. Say that again.
Pandora might be a habitable world, but if a human tries to breathe in the atmosphere, they will lose consciousness after among how much time? A. 14 seconds. B. 18 seconds. C, 28 seconds, or D, 20 seconds?
Is this me or is this you? I think it's you.
No, it's yours.
Oh, never mind. Um, me? What I want to go with.
You said B?
No, I said let's see because I don't actually know what is, but let's.
Swedish, are you talking about an average human, or are you talking about the Colonel guy? Because the Colonel guy can definitely go
Any
over time.
any human actually.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those days. A final.
Wrong, exactly D, 20 seconds.
Wow, game guy, having a
Wait,
bit of bad luck there, buddy.
wait. How come I only did? Okay.
Number 15 for you, Roy. Humanity had built a small outpost on the surface. What is the name? A. New Frontier. B. Hell's Gate. C. Earth's Outpost 1. Or D. Pandora Base.
Uh, you're gonna die. I became better dice rolls than you. I've been stuck with A. Someone help me. You're cursed with the letter A. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go with D.
D.
Yeah,
Wrong, exactly B. Hell's Gate.
at least it wasn't A.
Mhm.
Number 16. Trick question for you, Taylor.
Yep.
Would a human be dead in Pandora's air in 4 minutes? Yes or no?
I mean, yes. I mean, you talk about specifically, or just like in general.
In general. If any human, if all the humans on the base will just walk outside without the pre-mask, they will die within 4 minutes. Yeah, or yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. This moon has not the same amount of oxygen that Earth has.
Of course. Yeah.
Number 17 for you, game guy. On
Got
Earth,
you.
on Earth
Sorry.
had had an extinct animal been brought back to life by cloning. And what animal was it? A. Mammoth. B. Whale. C. Tiger. Or D. Elephant.
I'll say this, game guy.
Oh,
It's not A.
okay. Let me rethink that. Let's see.
it's
What animal did they? I feel like I know this.
not A. Do not pick A.
Hey. No answer.
Okay, fine. Sorry.
If you try again, I will kick your butt. Just joking.
Okay.
Can you say the answers again?
Mammoth, whale, tiger, and elephant.
It's an extinct animal, right? Hmm. Brought they brought back. Uh, they brought back. I can't remember. Uh-oh. Oh, you better help me out here. Gonna give you another A, watch. I swear to God, if you give me a 1 to 5, I'm gonna scream. Thank you. Alright, D final.
C.
I said D.
D. Elephant. Wrong actor. C. Tiger.
Well, at least it was right about it not being A.
Yeah.
I thought it was A, and then you saying that made me rethink it. So
you would have gotten
thank
it wrong
you,
regardless.
but also please don't help us. That's not how this game works.
Okay, I was trying to joke around.
Anyways, number 18. Humanity discovered the moon of Pandora has a superconductor ore, and what it's called? A. This is how the name is of it spelled, but A cobalt would be unobotonium, or
What?
C. Well, this is actually that is how you pronounce it. Is it unobotonium? That is like how you pronounce it. But when I found it, it had the name and also in a way how you pronounce it. It's like plutonium, C, titanium, C, uh, palladium hydride. So
This poor guy.
I would like an answer on any day now.
You said a question?
Yeah, there's a question. Did you even listen?
No, because you didn't say anything.
I did.
No, you didn't. I didn't hear you either. You went quiet.
To confirm, I heard him say the question.
Okay. Humanity discovered that the moon of Pandora has a superconductor ore. What is the name of it? A. Cobalt. B. Unobotonium. C. Titanium. D. Palladium hydride. Oh, that is how you try to pronounce it.
Is this me or you?
You.
You, I think. Alright, give me that dice. You know, you haven't got. Actually, you've gotten 1 point so far. Meanwhile, Mister I know everything about Avatar over here has got like 6. Give me a good number and give me it now. Is that 19 good enough for you? D final.
Hmm?
I said D.
D.
Oh, D?
Exactly. B. Unobotonium. The only thing
Well,
is, only B and D is actually superconductive, because titanium and cobalt is just like regular metal.
at least you got
Anyways,
that part right.
number 19, hard question for you, Taylor.
Bring it on.
The superconducting mineral that humans were mining on the moon of Pandora as refined ore is worth quite a lot of money. How much is it worth? A. $10 million, B. $26 million, C. $35 million, or D. $40 million.
C, as in Charlie. Final answer.
Not exactly D, 40 million.
Damn.
That's a lot of money.
No, that's a lot of money.
Number 20 for you, game guy. Colonel Miles has made some military tours to Nigeria before his journey to Pandora. How many tours did he do? A, 3, B, 2, C, 1, or D, 5?
Colonel Sanders. Get out of here. Well, I'm not a big fan of Kentucky Fried Chicken, but get out of here.
What?
All right, hold on a second.
You okay?
Stop giving me A's. Oh well. All right, fine. A final.
A, exactly A, 3 tours.
Actually, never mind. I'm fine with that.
Wow, game guy, what a lucky die. Wait, what did I say?
What a lucky day.
Number 21 for you, Roy. The nearest animals on the moon Pandora has more than 4 legs. How many legs does this animal have? A, 8, B, 6, C, 10, or D, 12?
50. It's all 50. No, it's 50. That's a lie. You're lying right now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to dice. You're gonna have to slice and dice. Dice and slice, yeah. I got the exact same number you got. My luck's rubbing off on you. Alright, sure. A final.
A, wrong exactly. B, 6 legs.
Oh, damn.
How unfortunate.
Number 22 for you, Taylor. Which scientist was responsible for the Avatar program? A, Max Patel, B, Norm Spellman, C, Grace Augustine, or D, Nathan Gomez?
C, as in Charlie.
Ding, ding, exactly C, Grace Augustine.
I'm sorry.
Number 23 for you, game guy. How much did the Avatar body cost? A, $5 billion, B, $3 billion, C, $2 billion, or D, $9 billion?
He gets A, I'm gonna laugh so hard if he gets A.
So do you think you're gonna get it again? Yes. I dare you. I dare you. Give me an A. I dare you right now. Give me it. It was too much of a chicken.
Oh, bye,
B
Taylor.
final.
You said B?
Yep.
Wrong, exactly A, $5 billion.
Oh! Wow! That sucks.
And you know, the funny thing is that those hybrids was actually half human, half Navi DNA, and if you would have on your own body like that, and if anyone else in your family were to try it, it wouldn't even work because it's only matched to your DNA. And he's back.
Okay, sorry. So hold on. What happened? I heard laughing before I left. Hold on. What happened?
He said B, but it was A.
Game guy. It was rather unfortunate for you.
Yeah, well, it happens. Next is Roy. Trick question number 24. After the first battle on Pandora, were some humans allowed to stay behind? Yes or no?
Can I just say maybe? No, I'm sorry, Roy. You can't say maybe. So call me maybe.
Wow.
Wow. Mario Tiny. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Wow. It's so exciting. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. Mario David Goggle.
This is a yes and no question.
I know. I'm gonna dice anyway. I'm not sure which one it is. High can be no and low can be yes. I'm gonna guess you get a 10. I got a 16. All right. That's a no. So I'm gonna say no.
Wrong, exactly yes.
Oh.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame!
Number 25. The Navy uses a flying beast, Ikron, but in Earth term, what are they called? A. Mountain lizard eagle. B. Mountain banshee. C. Mountain dragon. Or D. Mountain air beast.
Me, right?
Yep.
Whichever one was Banshee, I choose that one.
Oh, this is
B.
cool.
Ding, 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 exactly. B. Mountain banshee.
Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, and banshee is from the I think it says Irish mythology. It's a, it is a being that you don't want to mess around with. Its later
Oh,
screams loud. So
oh, have, I have 10 points, right?
I don't know actually.
I think I have. I know I have at least 10.
I haven't been paying attention.
well,
I
I think
think
it's
you
10.
have 11.
Anyways,
You
number
should probably keep
26.
them interact with your headline.
So I have 11,
Number
right?
yeah,
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
Okay.
number 26 for you, game guy. Jake used be a massive flying beast. According to the Navy, if anyone managed to do that, they earn a title. And what title is it? Okay, this is a few of words that I might have a really difficult to pronounce, but I will try my best here. A. Tazaha- Tazahaki. Tazahaki. B. Turuk C. Igniamaya. Or the Utuuru. Utuuru. Or Utuuru. You know what? I will put that in a private chat so you guys can see how they're spelled, just in case. And believe me, it was some of the words are very difficult to even pronounce.
It's gonna give him A again. I'm calling it. It's gonna give him A.
I guess it's the game guy. It's your turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So basically, Jake used a massive flying beast. According to the Navy, if anyone managed to ride it, they will earn a title. And what a title? And I put the name in the private there since they're like A. Tazahaki, if I even pronounce it right. B. Turuk Makto. C. Inikni Maya. Or D. Ututuru. Well, I even did I pronounce that name. My word. My bad mistake if I pronounced it wrong, though. What
I don't know. We can go with um sure, we can go with C.
What?
C.
C?
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. B. Turok Makto. Number 27. A school was built on Pandora to teach the Navi English so they could communicate, but it was destroyed some time before Jake's arrival. In what year was it destroyed? built? A 2148, B 2148, C 2125, or D 2142?
Hmm. Let's see here. I'm not sure, honestly. Let's see. Then stop using me. Never. Hmm. I don't know. C final.
B.
C.
Did you say A? Did you say A or D or B?
Oh, I said C.
C?
Yes, I said C. How can you confuse C with A? What?
C or D? Now I'm really confused.
He said C.
C. Wrong second D, 2142.
Oh man.
The hell is that? All I don't even know.
Number 28 for you, Tyler.
Yep.
Leave it to you.
Neytiri lost a family.
What?
Neytiri lost a family member during the school's instruction. And who did she lose? A. Aunt. B. Cousin. C. Sister. Or D. Brother.
B as in Bravo.
What? Uh-oh.
What?
You
All
said
right,
B.
sure.
Yeah, I said.
Wrong second. It's C. Sister.
Oh. Oh, okay.
How many live streams did I have? I had. Okay. God damn it.
Number 29 for you, game guy. Trick question. Does Navi believe in an entity by the name Iwa? Yes or no?
Um. Hmm.
Any day now.
Yeah, and any day now, maybe you'll get a girlfriend.
Excuse me, I have one, thank you.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
For the sake, I'm gonna keep that to myself, but it starts with an H.
Huh. It's a Hector.
It's a girl, thank you. What kind of girl is this?
I
It's
know
Harold.
it was just a joke.
No, no. Her name was Harley.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Harley. No, don't remind me of that.
What'd you say, boy? What'd you say, boy?
You said don't
Mister,
remind me of that.
Mister, I don't know anything about Avatar.
Why would I? This movie sucks.
Why? Okay,
Oh, well, there
sweet.
you go.
He has a he has offended us. Avatar's it makes zero sense, but it's not a bad movie. Thank you.
I'm not into movies that make zero sense. It's just how I go. Anyway, I'm going with D.
Oh my god.
Imagine
God.
that's
This
right.
is a yes and no question.
I don't even know.
Ain't wrong exactly yes.
Well,
Hey, game guy, I've really been on top this game. How you been doing?
shut up.
Go
Backrooms of Mario, he would kick your ass. If it was Big, I'd kick his ass.
what are you gonna do, boy?
I think Taylor is either high on cocaine.
I know it. He's Coco's new boyfriend.
Yeah, you're talking about me being high. Look at this guy. He's acting
Yeah.
like a dog.
I always do. But
I can't even hear what you're saying because you keep cutting out.
God, get this guy out of here.
Who, me or game guy?
What we saying?
You.
What's happening now?
What did I do?
I don't know. But let's still continue.
Okay.
Number 30. Trick this for Roy. Humanity did return back to Pandora, but how many years later? A. 19 years later. B. 22 years later. C. 15 years later. Or D. 10 years later.
Better believe I got that super guard. This is
It's yours.
mine. All right, give me that. What? All right,
You
sure.
okay?
C, fine, or that's not C. A, final.
A. Ain't wrong exactly. C. 15 years.
Wow, even actually, I thought it was 19 years, huh?
Number 31 for you, Tyler.
Yep.
When humanity did return, they used did they use this? They used the same class of spaceships that Jake traveled with to Pandora. How many did arrive this time? A 8, B 10, C 12, or D 15?
C as in Charlie.
Thanks, Burley.
C ain't wrong exactly. B 10.
Dang it.
Number 32. Trick question for you, game guy. Neytiri's father was the leader of her clan, and was she the next one in line? Yes or no?
Yes.
Not exactly no, she wasn't. Even though the fact she were the oldest daughter, but it was someone else.
Oh, game guy, what a shame.
Number, I mean, the Pandoran or Navi society is a bit mystery. They, they actually, when the series went on, they they were never much given much details how their society worked. And after all this, I am surprised that they haven't even made a TV series based on those movies. If they did, it would have been something I would like. Well, it's probably interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. Oh, well, it might not be be good for the franchise though, because some TV series have just absolutely ruined movie series. We've seen that before.
Well,
Maybe.
I mean, the only thing that did ruin much of the franchise, it's like Avatar, the Last Airbender. The original series was way better, but the Netflix series really ruined the whole thing. Toph
Fair.
is confirmed. Toph is which is confirmed that she will appear in the next season. She won't even be blind at all.
Hmm.
That's ruin. That ruins the whole thing at much. Anyways, number 33 for you, Roy. How big is the passenger limit of the spaceships that travels between Earth and Pandora? A 110, B 180, C 150, or D 200?
D, but it's not. So there you go. Um, that would be A final.
A ain't wrong, exactly. D 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, since there's a very limit on how the um, very limit resources, and if since all passengers is in a cryo sleep the whole journey, but if one of the pods would fail, they will actually remove the person from the cryo sleep and I don't know, eject them into space or something, and only the crew is awake.
I don't know about you, but I would not feel if say if I was still alive in the future and if that was like invented, I would not feel comfortable getting into. No, like no, you cannot pay me enough.
Well, that's way far in the future for even our lifetime, perhaps. The closest thing as a cryonetic is where you put in yourself in a literally liquid nitrogen. And even if you would put yourself in one, there's no way to wake you up from it it's because what happened if anyone like put if you put a steak in liquid nitrogen and take it out and just hang it from the midair and use a hammer, it will smash in tiny pieces, literally tiny thousands of pieces. Even if
Yeah.
you have, it's like in the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone or Sylvester Snipes, which was the bad guy. He would end up being total freeze, and Sylvester kicked Sylvester Sniper Snipes' head and snapped off from the neck, and when it fell to the ground, it smashed into tiny pieces. That is
Hmm.
dangerous. So even
Still,
if that, yeah, but it's for future it might be possible for that.
all the same, if they
Anyway,
existed today, I would not be comfortable getting one of those things. No.
I don't think I would.
No. Maybe for like maybe for like maybe like go to sleep, but for like traveling, no, no.
Well, there is different types. Like there is also called suspend animation that you've been placed in a pod, but they put in some tubes into your body that will monitor your heartbeat uh, and
Okay,
regulate. That will eventually also regulate some of their how say bodily waste products.
okay. Yeah, that's
So like
fine, but like traveling,
that's
no.
just yeah, and that is the only thing, and that also they will lower temperature in the pod,
Oh my god, I
lower
hate
that.
that.
Well, I mean, you won't even know, you won't even notice it because you wouldn't
All
be
the
in such
same.
deep sleep.
All the
And
same.
yeah, but that is currently being still researched into because like bears and other animals have that natural ability, but for humans, if we tried, we would even survive though. Anyways, number 35, 34. General phrase Francie Ardmore said in a quote to the recombinant Colonel Miles. What was the quote? And this is for Head Taylor, actually.
You
Is
sure?
it
I thought it
A?
was for Roy.
No, he had the number 33.
Okay.
So A, Earth is dying. B, Pandora belongs to us. C, Pandora will be our new homeworld. Or D, we take what we need to survive.
C as in Charlie.
No, exactly A, Earth is
I
dying.
I got the feeling it was A. Gosh, diddly darn it.
Number 35, you game guy. With humanity's returning to Pandora, they started to build a city called Bridgehead, and when it's finished, it will contain a large population. And how big will be the human population be? A 500,000, B 900,000, B C 1 million, or D 2 million. Game guy, it's your turn.
I said B.
Hmm?
B.
B, wrong, exactly D 2 million. Number 36 for Roy. There is a mountain range on Pandora that has a unique name, and what name is it? Uh, is it A. Mons Achilles, B. Hallelujah Mountains, C. Highlands, or D. Tails?
Uh, I don't know. B. Final.
B. Hallelujah Mountains. Ding, 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 exactly. B. Hallelujah Mountains.
No, sweet.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was really surprised that they literally named mountains like Hallelujah. I was like, okay. It's yeah, that's just
Hallelujah.
number 37. Trick question for you, Taylor.
Yep.
Are the mountain range on Pandora floating in the air? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding, 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 exactly, yes.
Anyone who's watched the movie should know that. It's the most obvious
Yeah.
one. Thanks for the easy question, man. Appreciate it.
Number 38 for you, game guy. Which gas has the most percentage in Pandora's atmosphere? A. Carbon dioxide. B. Xenon. C. Sulfur. Or D. Oxygen.
How about B?
You said B. Wrong, exactly. A. Carbon dioxide.
Wow, you got screwed by A again, game guy. How's it feel?
You know what?
Um,
I'm done. Roy, you can play for me. Huh?
What?
don't push your luck, dude. Don't push your luck like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet from now on.
Number 39 for you, Roy. How many planets is there in the system which Pandora is part of? A. 6. B. 8. C. 5. Or D. 9.
Man, I don't know. What? Alright, get that 6 out of my face. Pull up the D100 and now suddenly I'm getting terrible rolls on this stupid thing. Sure! Alright, A, final.
A, wrong, exactly. C, 5. Yeah, and Pandora is not a planet, it's actually a moon. Number 40 for you, Taylor.
Yep. Sorry.
Colonel Miles has a son that was born on Pandora. What is his name? A, Jason. B, Adam. C, Miles. Or D, Derek.
A as an alpha.
Wrong, exactly. C, Miles.
Damn.
But he also has a nickname,
Uh huh.
Spider. Spider.
What the?
Number 41 for you, game guy. How many clans fought together against Earth forces? A, 12. B, 15. C, 14. Or D, 18.
D, final.
What?
D.
D, wrong, exactly. B, 15.
Alright.
Number 42 for you, Roy. How many Navi would it have been if the last reinforcements had arrived in time for the battle? A, 14,000. B, 11,000. C, 20,000. Or D, 18,000.
Oh, of course, I have to get the one number that's a little odd. Uh, don't know. That would be A, I think. So, A, final.
You say A, wrong, exactly. C, 20,000. But they were actually didn't need it also in the end.
Hmm.
Number 43 for you, Taylor.
Yep.
How many children did Neytiri and Jake Sully have together? A, 5. B, 3. C, 4. Or D, 6.
4.
Wrong, exactly. A, 5.
You sure?
Yep.
Can you
I've seen the
name
movie
them?
and yep, I actually seen the movie and I actually write about it and I counted them.
Oh.
Number 44, trick question for you, game guy. Did Jake and Neytiri adopted Colonel Miles' son as their own? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes. He couldn't leave Pandora shortly after he was born because he was way too young to be put in those pods. So he had to stay behind on Earth, on Pandora. Number 45, Roy. What is the average lifespan for the Anavi species? A, 100 years. B, 180 years. C, 110 years. Or D, 130 years.
Hmm. C. Final.
What?
C.
C. Wrong exactly. B. 180 years. Oh, oh. This one is a little bit morbid. Okay. Number 46 for you, Taylor. How
Yep.
old were Jake and Neytiri's oldest son when he died in the second movie? A. 18, B. 12, C. 15, or D. 20?
18.
A. Wrong exactly. C. 15. He was only 1 year older than you. And yeah, it's young age. Number 47. Neytiri's clan used to live in a giant tree, which they called Home Tree, and was really tall and how tall was the tree before it was destroyed? A. 600 feet, B. 1,000 feet, C. 900 feet, or D. 800 feet?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Have I missed any turns?
Nope,
Nope,
it's your
it's a
turn.
game guide. It's game
Sorry.
guide, sir.
Sorry, I was talking to my mom.
I'm pretty sure it's his turn.
Huh?
Wait, no. Roy had the number 40, 45.
I had 46, didn't I think?
Yeah, so it's yours.
Me or game guy?
Game guide.
Okay.
B. Final.
B. Wrong exactly. C. 900 feet. Still quite tall, though. Number 48. Hard question for you, Roy. How old were the home tree before it was destroyed by the first before the first battle between humans and Navi? A. 20,000, B. 12,000, C. 15,000, or D. 60,000?
All right. B. Final.
B. Wrong exactly. A. 20,000 years. Hmm. Number 49 for you, Taylor.
You sure it's not Roy?
Yeah, it's yours.
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
What
Sorry.
color? What color does the planet Poly, Polyphemus have? A. Dark blue. B. Orange. C. Blue purple. Or D. Yellow?
Can you say the question again? My headset bugged out. Can you say it again?
That's you got the problem
What
too.
colors does the planet Polyphemus have? A. Dark blue. B. Orange. C. Blue purple. C or D. Yellow?
A.
A.
Yes.
Wrong exactly. C. Blue purple. Number 50 for your game guy, which is a trick question. Did Grace Augustine's avatar have a daughter after she died? Yes or no?
Hmm. D final.
This is a yes or no question, dude.
No final.
Not exactly yes. And it's hard to tell exactly how that's even possible because even though Grace Augustine's avatar was still much in, even though her consciousness died, but her body it's still much alive in the second movie in a tank. And she wasn't sign. It had no sign of being pregnant in the first movie. And if she gave birth to after her avatar body had died, I don't even know because they never revealed who the father is either. So that's a big mystery to me. Hard question for you, Roy. When were the planet Polyhemios first discovered by humanity? A. Between 2010 and 2057. B. Between 2030 and 2057. C. Between 2030 and 2057. Or D. Between 2040 and 2057.
C final.
C.
Yep, that's what I said.
Ding ding ding, exactly C. Between 2030 and 2057. Number 52 for Taylor. Oh man, are you in here again? Or at least one of your friends?
I'm here.
Damn mosquito. I don't like those.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No, talk to Dan about those damn mosquitoes.
Yeah,
I don't like them.
before I answer the question, game guy, I would like to apologize. I was genuinely just trying to be funny. I'm sorry. I did not mean to get you angry. I'm sorry, dude.
It's fine. I just I hate it when people brag. It just
I'm sorry.
bugs
I'm
me to
sorry.
no end.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore. I'm sorry. You seem like
You
a
know
good
what I
guy.
mean? Because it's like, oh, I'm winning so much, and it's just like, ugh, dude, I don't want to listen to it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do it anymore.
That's fine. I forgive you. Yada yada yada. I don't know.
Okay, number 52 for you though, Taylor.
Yep.
Humanity used a ground-based telescope in order to discover the planet Polyhemios. And what was the nickname of the telescope? A. Toastin. B. Costin. C. Dostin. Or D. Nostin.
C. As in Charlie.
Wrong, exactly. B. Costin.
Gosh darn it.
Costin. Or is it the
Uh,
nickname of it? Yeah, I don't. I'm not even going to put the actual name. That it's a bit of a long.
yeah, game guy. I've lost my streak. You can sass me if you want to. I'll take it.
How dare you not know this specific answer?
I will humbly accept the sassiness.
I'm too tired to be sassy right now.
Okay.
Number 30, 57, 53 for Game Guy. In what year were Neytiri born? A. 2115. B. 2136. C. 2028. 2000, 2128. Or D. 2112.
B final.
Ding ding ding, exactly B.
Yay.
Number 54 for Roy. Hard question. Humans began to hunt a whale-like creature called tulkun on Pandora. After learning that tulkun producing a substance dubbed amarita. or how you even pronounce it, it's more value and the first substance it came to in the first place. What does Amarita do? A. Allow humans to breathe underwater. B. Allow humans breathe Pandoran air. C. Stop the aging process entirely for humans. Or D. Using it as a new type of makeup.
Is this Kyle? I think so. Yeah. Is this me or Roy?
Royce.
All right, give me that. Damn, nice. I A7. Uh, D final.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. C. Stops the aging process entirely for humans.
Alright.
That's like the fountain of youth, kind of. I'm not sure if this literally stops the aging process or just slowing down some.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it
I
did.
mean,
From what I recall, I actually just watched the newest movie
yeah, I
3
mean,
weeks ago.
they say in the movie it stops the aging process entirely for humans, but I'm not really sure if they like really actually does that or if it's just slowing down the process
Oh,
significantly and that they still age normally, but the process has just been slowed down. Or
I was going off
I
of what.
mean,
Okay, sorry.
it's they never in the details, but who knows?
Okay.
Number 55 for you though, Taylor. The
Yep.
Amarita which humans can take from the Tolkien species is really more. It has a lot more value. One vial with zero point 0.2 gallon is worth how much? A. 25 million. B. 80 million. C. 65 million. Or D. 72 million.
B, as in Bravo.
B. Ding ding ding. That could be 80 million.
Got it. All right.
Number 56 for Game Guy.
You
The
got this.
oceanic creature, the oceanic creature called Tolkien has a long lifespan. And how long does the creature live? A. 180 years. B. 140 years. C. 200 years. Or D. 250 years.
A final.
A. Wrong answer. D. 250 years. For Roy, the male members of the Tolkien species are large. And how long is the males of the species? A. 263 feet. B. 198 feet. C. 208 feet. Or D. 180 feet.
If they said size, doesn't matter.
I mean, how long they are in the length of the body. I mean,
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's see here. B final. That seems to be the left.
B.
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. A. 263 feet long.
I'm glad it's the same way I do.
Number 58. Trick question for you, Taylor.
Yep.
Are the are the females members of the Tolkien species shorter than males? Yes or no?
No. I mean, yeah. Wait,
Wrong
wait.
exactly. Yes. Exactly.
I
Yes.
dang it. I thought it meant were they not? Okay. Well, I'll accept my wrong answer anyway.
Number 59 for Game Guy. Pandora's gravity is less than Earth's gravity. But how many percent? How much is gravity? Pandora's gravity compared to Earth's? A 10%, B 30%, C 20%, or D 40%.
This is me, right?
Game guy.
All right. Roll that dice. It barely get a C. All right, C final.
You said C.
Yep.
Ding ding exactly. C 20%.
Yay. Don't sound too excited.
I had faith in you, game guy. I knew you had it.
Yeah, I totally didn't randomly guess.
No, no, of course not.
Number
No.
number 60 for Roy. During what year was it when humanity started their mass colonization and terraforming of Pandora? A 2108, B 2119, C 2125, or D 2115.
Oh well, all right. D final.
What?
D.
B,
D. As
C,
in,
most likely B.
well, that was wrong either way because I actually said D, as in drunk, but
Oh,
it was B, so whatever.
number 61 for Taylor. Pandora's axial tilt is different compared to Earth's. How many degrees is Pandora's axial tilt? A 22 degrees, B 18 degrees, C 29 degrees, or D 32 degrees.
A as an alpha.
Wrong exactly. C 29 degrees. 29 degrees.
You got this, game guy. You got this one. I believe in you.
Number 62. Western coastline of America was damaged during a tsunami event. And in when did it happen? A 2090s, B 2140s, C 2110s, C 2130s.
Okay. C final.
Wrong exactly. B 2001 100 2140s.
What? That happens. Alright.
Number 63. Trick question for you, Roy. Due to Earth's large population, with many animals gone extinct, Earth started to grow algae as food and can be flavored with spices. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Ding ding ding. Exactly. Yes. Number 64 for Taylor.
Yep.
When were General Francis Ardmore born? A 2112, B 2120, C 2117, or D 2109?
B as in Bravo.
Wrong, exactly. C 2117. Number 65 for Game Guide. How old were Colonel Mitchell Quaritch, uh, Quaritch, I don't even if I pronounce the name right, when his human body died? A 51 years, B 54 years, C 60 years, or D 45 years?
So is it? Wait, whose turn is it?
Yours.
All right. Let's see.
No, wait, it's game, guys.
My turn, eh? Let's see here. What number am I gonna get? I'm gonna get a perfect apparently. All right. Let's see here. B final.
B ain't wrong exactly. A, 51 years.
All right.
Number 66. Miles and his recombinant squad was brought back to life with the help of scientific project. What was the name of the project? A. Project Stellar. B. Project Pandora. C. Project Phoenix. Or D. Project Giant.
Hmm. Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything. Uh, right. A final.
A. Ain't wrong exactly. C. Project Phoenix. Number 67 for Taylor. How many members were there in the recombinant squad? A. 10. B. 14. C. 11. D. 18.
11.
Ding, ding, exactly 11. Number
Oh,
68 for Gaming Guide. How many of the recombinant squad was left alive after the second movie? A. 9. B. 5. C. 7. Or D. 2.
C final.
C.
Yep.
Wrong, exactly D. 2. 2. Number 69 for Roy. The new human city bridgehead on Pandora is said to be quite big when it's finished. And how big will the city be? A. 4 miles. B. 6 miles. C. 5 miles. Or D. 8 miles.
Can you repeat the things?
The human city bridgehead on Pandora is said to be quite of a size. When it is finished, how big will the city be? A. 4 miles. B. 6 miles. C. 5 miles. Or D. 8 miles.
A.
4 miles? Ain't wrong, exactly. C. B. 6 miles. Number 70 for Taylor. Humans used a sea vehicle which they used to their hunt for the Tolkien species. And what were they called the vehicle for? A. S-76 Sea Monster. B. S-76 Sea Ghost. C. S-76 Sea Dragon. Or D. S-76 Sea Kraken.
B as in Bravo.
B ain't wrong, exactly. C. S-76 Sea Dragon. Number 71, trick question for you, game guy. The Navi had a name for the human vehicle. What did they call it? They called it the Demon Ship. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Ding, 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 exactly, yes.
That seemed kind of obvious because of the way it was worded.
Number 72 for you, Roy. The spaceship that travels between Earth and Pandora. What is the top speed? A. 110,500 miles per second. B. 130,200 miles per second. C. 220,600 miles per second. Or D. 100,980 miles per second.
Hmm. Whose turn is it? Royce.
Royce.
All right. Execute on so 66. Uh, yes, C. So C final.
C.
Yeah.
Ain't wrong, exactly. B. 130,200 miles per second. I think that those ships can actually travel at some part of the light speed. Not entirely full speed, but at least a part of it. Number 73 for you, Taylor. Which area of the
Yep.
Pandora is the most sacred to Neytiri's clan? A. Tree of Souls. B. Lost Cathedral. C. Lacuna. Or D. Cavern of Songs.
A as in Alpha.
A. Ding, 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 exactly. A. Tree of Souls. And all these places actually do in fact exist on Pandora. Number 74. Humans use a smaller ship they called Valkyr that they use to transport people off the bigger ships in orbit. And they are big. And how big are they? A 158 feet, 158 feet, B 245 feet, C 331 feet, or D 422 feet.
This is Taylor's question, isn't it?
Nope, game guys.
Don't think so.
All right. Let's see here. 48. Oh, that's fine. B final.
B ain't wrong, exactly. C 341 feet. 75 Roy. The dropship Valkyr has a long operational range. And how long is this ship's long range? A 980 miles, B 1242 miles, C 1050 miles, or D 1160 miles.
Hmm. 98. I wish I got roles like that. Let's see here. That's D. So D final.
D.
Yep.
No, exactly B. 1242 miles. Ooh. Ooh. Number
Okay.
76. Yeah, I'm okay. Just stretch a little bit.
Okay.
Number 76 for you, though. Hard question. The
Mm-hmm.
Valkyrie, the dropship Valkyrie is said to have been able to reach a high top speed. What is the top speed of the Valkyrie vessel? A. 25,000 25,682 miles per hour. B. 32,546 miles per hour. C. 40,277 miles per hour. Or D. 38,248 miles per hour.
We're talking about the white thing in the first movie, or
Yeah, in the first minute, those smaller ships about left drop down from the larger ones in orbit.
okay. Um, B as in Bravo.
Wrong, that is C. 40,277 miles per hour. And that is fast.
Yeah.
If a car could speed travel at that speed, like, well,
Jeez.
that'd been pretty fast. Like, I don't think it probably Sonic probably would be that fast.
Yeah, they're gonna need to ask. They're gonna need to get them. They're gonna need to ask the police to get some extra boosters for their police cars because there are gonna be a lot of teenagers that are gonna be speeding too much.
Oh, okay, get this. If you were able to run, or if you were happen to be able to have a car that had the
Mhm.
same speed as the Sonic runs, and
Yep.
if anyone put all those spike trap for cars, would that trap have any effect on a car if it traveled the speed of sound?
Okay. That. I assume this vehicle wouldn't even need tires because the tires would burn out within minutes of the car driving. Would it have wheels or no?
Well, I mean, if there were car tires designed for that to handle that speed,
Okay.
that
Well, if it can handle that speed, then spikes will have no effect whatsoever.
yeah, because
My
it
personal
will be.
opinion.
Yeah, I think it's also so because I think it's like too fast for the spike trap because it's like it's if you like say if you travel at a very slow speed and of those spike, yeah, it will immediately the trap those spikes will hit the tire and puncture it. But if you travel fast enough, it was like you might feel like like a small thud. But I think it might be too fast for the tires. But it's also small chance it could puncture the tires.
Oh, how
But
many
if
more questions do we have?
81, we're at 77. So this
Okay.
game gets question.
Okay.
How big is the moon of Pandora in diameter around its equator? 8,200 8 excuse me 8,220 miles. B 7,670 miles. C 7,000 excuse me
You
A
okay
C
there?
yeah okay but just too much homemade Pepsi. Yeah, have you had those soda stream machines that we can make drinks? So, C 7,065 miles or D 7,112 miles.
Hmm. A final.
A wrong exactly. D 7,112 miles.
That's
Number 78 for Roy. What is the maximal capacity of cargo for a Valkyrie to handle? A 12 tons. 12 tons. B, 35 tons. C, 22 tons. Or D, 18 tons.
C final.
B.
I said C.
C. C ain't wrong exactly. B, 45 tons.
Alright.
Number 79 for Taylor.
Yep.
The ship that transport between Earth and Pandora, how much can the ship handle in maximum of cargo? A, 350 ton. B, 125 ton. C, 280 ton. Or D, 220 ton.
C as in Charlie.
C ain't wrong exactly. A, 350 ton. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Number 80, trick question for you, game guy. Has samples of the Pandoran fauna and Navi artifacts been brought back to Earth? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say
Right.
no.
You say no?
Yeah.
Exactly, yes. Number 81, the last question and the hard question for you, Roy.
Roy, you
How
got this.
I
how
do.
tall is Jake Sully in his avatar body? A, 9 feet, 9 feet 11 inches. B, 7 feet 11 inches. D, 8 feet or 11 inches.
Mm,
Alright, you do the best roll the world's ever seen. Do you think that 48 is the best roll the world's ever seen? Yes.
maybe.
Right. B final.
You say B, wrong exactly. D, 8 feet and 11 inches.
Dang.
All right, let's keep track of everybody's score. Yes.
Wow, you have. I don't even want to know.
No, I was genuinely saying, like, let's all tally up the points.
Oh, you got 6. I have 4.
I have, I think, 16.
I was gonna
Wow.
say maybe you should put the points in the header like I did, but well, like me and Roy. I guess I kept track of Roy's, but
Hmm.
So me with 16. Game guy, how many did you get?
I have 6.
How many Roy get?
I
4.
got 4.
And with a shocker, I win. Genuinely saying.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, it's good.
And
Good game, man. Good game.
and the ones
Yes,
that
but
usually and the winner usually get to pick the next topic or question for next time. And
Oh.
I have already several of those topics already prepared. But some of them
Mhm.
hasn't been updated yet with new questions. Um, so far I have about that. I don't even know. Let me see first. Uh, I have a list. Let's see. Fix that first. See
So
that.
I gotta choose. I gotta choose from that list, right? I can't just make something off, off of the top of my head, right?
No, we usually go for all those I have already. Uh, see
That's
here,
fine.
Elf, the small short alien that is what TV series of, and Avatar. That will be like Airbender and Last Airbender and Korra, both are the same. That one, Norse mythology, Pokemon, space, and Star Wars had been updated, but so far I have uh, the back. I have a quiz of backrooms, but I don't think it's even updated yet. But I have, let me see here, 29 quiz based off
Oh, I
cryptids.
commented.
If you know what that is, like yeah,
Oh,
Loch,
Dashy.
Loch Ness monster,
You're
all of
late.
those.
Thanks, Rocky.
Yeah, we might
Out of a gesture of good. Oh, sorry.
we might end the stream here anyway soon enough, since I
Oh,
passed to
I
an
need to
hour.
operate that.
Falling Skies, sci-fi series. Disney Gargoyles, two
Sorry,
of them.
Dashy, but we're gonna end soon, so you can't join.
Uh, I have one with Stargate, Disney Gummy Bears, World History,
Uh,
Macross.
There's
It's a
no
as a
Japanese.
gesture,
way. Get out of
as a
there.
gesture of goodwill, to apologize to Game Guy. Game Guy, you can choose. I can't really hear half the stuff he's saying because my headset. I don't know what's wrong with it. But Game Guy, as a gesture of goodwill and as an apology, you can choose. Yeah, I'm gonna be a good sport here.
Me? I don't know if that's
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy.
uh, I mean, I gotta go with the back rooms.
Oh,
Well,
Has to happen.
yeah,
okay,
we
I
can do
regret
that.
not letting you choose.
Well, the only thing is that I had to update that one, but
So
it
you got a
won't take
problem with
long.
the back rooms?
I just.
Uh,
Are we gonna be playing that game? Because that's the one game I don't have.
Backrooms
Not
is
a
not a
game.
game,
It's like a.
not a game.
It's like
Oh,
one of
okay.
those freaky ARG things.
Yeah, I don't know if my parents
Uh,
will let me get that, but I'll see.
There's two
well, I
wikis
mean,
on it. Read up on it. It's the greatest thing you'll ever read.
Okay.
it's a lot of things,
Yeah.
different levels and all that. There is one level in that which has floating skyscrapers.
What?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
The only place I've seen the only place I've seen Backrooms is in memes. I'm not fully aware of what it is. All I know is that it's just
Yeah,
some scary
and
game. I've seen on a bunch of
yeah,
memes.
it's
Well,
it has
there
some
is
scary
there is
monsters.
a game of it, but it's really just like the SCP Foundation.
Yeah.
It's
Think of it as like
it-
I like thinking of it as that's where they come from. It's bizarre.
Ah,
They're
okay.
bizarre. They're weird. They're creepy, and they're fantastic.
there are
Game guy.
And I
Yeah,
love
sorry.
them.
there
They're
is
so
one
good.
there is one humanoid creature which is now extinct within the background was called party poopers.
All right, game guy. I
Yeah,
want
they
you to
have.
remember this. I was nice to you. I gave you the choice. I want you to remember this.
Dude,
You think
he
I'm gonna
remember
remember that?
that.
My memory sucks.
Yeah, his memory is
Huh?
basically so bad. No joke.
Oh, okay. I have a great memory, but I'm terrible at remembering names. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel like my memory is sometimes. I'm great, except it's backwards. I have a terrible memory, but I'm great with names.
I have.
Well, so backrooms will be the next. So that is not a problem.
Oh, can you give me like a specific time you're gonna start streaming? Because I just see on YouTube. Oh, wait, streaming. Oh my gosh, just like get into it. Is there like a certain time you normally do it? I'm back in North
Well,
Carolina.
first of all, I need to know this. What time is it for you right now?
It's
For
5.
me,
Oh, sorry.
it's a 5 p.m. for you, like 5 in
It's
the afternoon.
it's 5:44. Yeah.
All right, so
Mm,
you have the same time zone me and Roy have.
Okay.
that will
Usually
like
he does it 3 hour time.
Huh?
that will be like 2 hours from you, backwards.
So,
I think there
I
will be
thought you
like,
were 6 hours ahead of us.
huh,
I
I don't
mean, for
know.
him. I
Well, I'm
mean,
back
like
in.
for him, like for his time zone when I start, for
What?
him it will be for you guys it's like that's 3 p.m. For me it's 9 p.m.
Oh.
when I start. Time zone's
Yeah,
different.
I'm not in Brazil anymore. I'm in North Carolina. I just finished my EOGs. I got a 3 out of 5 on my math one. Got a 4 out of 5 on my reading EOG, and 4 out of 5 on my science EOG. Well, I did pretty good on my finals.
Wait, really? Huh?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, and I just got accepted into an early learning college. Not only 40 other people, and I got into this thing. It's gonna be really good.
Huh? Lucky for you. I never went to college or
You never
university.
It's not a college. I'm going to high school, but I'm basically going to get 2 years of
Ah,
college classes under my wing as well as that.
well, yeah. Well,
No.
in Game Guy's family, so at least in his family, Game Guy only went to high school as most as for. But Roy, he went to college, finished it. What was it like 2, 3 years ago?
Mm.
Around that, yeah.
Yeah, and their other older brother Dylan, which is now studying psychology in the UK.
I just come to the realization I'm the youngest one here.
Well, Roy is in his late 20s. Well, Dylan is in his early 30s, like myself.
Mm. Yeah, well, if I'm gonna be in the Air Force, I gotta get that degree, and they're gonna like that. I'm also an Eagle Scout now. Well, not getting to be an Eagle Scout. I'm currently a life. If you know about American Boy Scouts, if I don't know, they probably don't have that in Sweden, of course, but I don't know if they.
We do have scouts in Sweden actually, but I
Oh,
never
okay.
part of it.
Oh well, yeah. I'm currently part of mine. I'm currently life rank. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna become an Eagle Scout. After that, probably gonna join the Air Force or something.
Eagle Scout is that like the highest rank?
Yes,
The scouts.
yes,
All
yes.
right.
And the military likes that. At least the American military.
Hmm. Though
I'll take
I know for the fact that to be qualified to be in the Air Force, there are.
Hmm.
I know that it's tough, like
Oh,
many
yeah,
other military. Like first of all, you don't have to have any fear of heights, which is really qualified for one of the most things. But I know for a fact, and this is for every armed forces that you want to apply to, that they are evaluated psychic. If you're qualified,
yeah,
if you fail that one, you won't be able to join any of their forces.
yeah,
That is the main part of that. That is at least I know. But if you pass that, then you will be accepted in, but you still have a lot of track practice and training, all that. And if you're in the Air Force, you can be in transport to any different Air Force base around in the US. You can be in different places. And if you will be in if you finish your boot camp and all that, you can perhaps even be stationed in different other places around the world, which has US bases,
yeah.
uh,
It depends on what kind of
like
aircraft that you
China or
fly.
like
I'm
that.
hoping on. Yeah, I'm
I
hope. Yeah,
mean,
it depends on what kind of aircraft you fly. Of course.
well, that's true.
Yeah, like
I
say if you fly like a C-130, like thing is going to be different, but than flying like an F-15. For all those, yeah, if you don't know, those are the C-130 is a four-engine transport, and the F-15, we all know, greatest fighter jet on the face of the planet, 104 kills, no losses.
hmm,
Sorry, I
I
had
I
to. I
never
had
even
to hype
heard of
it.
it.
I
Yeah.
remember I had a friend uh some years ago. She was around 14, 15. I was in my
Mhm.
late 20s back then.
Mhm.
She is from UK, and her dream was to join in the Royal Air Force.
Ah,
But I'm not sure if she did or not, since I haven't really talked to her in a number of years. But
it
that
should.
is it's tough to be in that. I
If
mean,
she
it's
did,
like the
if she made it in, she probably, if she was flying a fighter jet, she'd be flying the Eurofighter Typhoon, which is
it's
some,
possible.
yeah.
I mean, even like okay, I know this for the fact that during when Trump was still as a president, there were one thing that he wanted to open a new armed forces. But here's the thing: not on the planet, but in space, like Space Force.
Oh yeah, that exists.
Not really.
Well, I mean, the
It
branch has technically been created.
Well, the branch never was finished. That was never complete, as far as I can tell. It's
Oh,
first of all, you need to have a type of space rocket or spaceship that be able can stand in orbit, and
mm,
the space station is a scientific station, not an armed force station. And even if you would have developed spaceships that could travel from, like, say, the moon back and forward often, that's another thing. Outer Space Treaty, which is a treaty that you can't deploy any weapon platform or any military option in orbit or anywhere in the system or any planet in the galaxy or basically anywhere in the universe. And that treaty also forbids anyone to own any property on the moon, asteroid, or even Mars. So if anyone will travel to Mars and put claim on one part of it belong to a sovereign state or a self-claimed nation, that would be against the law in a treaty.
yeah.
But then, but mining in the asteroids is allowed.
Yeah,
Some
something
even
else. Can
believe.
you believe, can you believe that Trump was he was found guilty on that? On it's ridiculous. It's all a scheme by the Democrats. It's all a scheme. It's a lie. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, most of us here actually, being Game Guy Roy and some other friends actually thinks that Trump is guilty. That
Okay,
he
of course,
really
yeah.
is.
It can't be all wrong, of course, but yeah, it's
And I remember that, but earlier, I think it was either early this year or last year, Trump was actually put in trial in
Fired?
New York,
Yeah.
where he
Mhm.
no, but I think it was
Well,
no, it
that's
was actually I think it was last year, by the end of last year, where he was a woman actually put him in trial for sexual assault back in the mid 90s. He was but he was found not guilty. But he still had to pay a lot of fine for that. I think it was 5 or 10 million. Then he this only about not I think this was about 1 or 2 months ago. He was in New York and at a trial. He bragged how much money he had, more than he had, or something like that, and he was found guilty. And he is total forbidden to any form of business in New York State for 5 years. And I think that serves him right. Trump and will go to the history as the absolute worst president in US history. My opinion is which is correct because he had done so much things. I mean, it's so bad. Like uh, during early of his president, he put 7 Islamic countries on like a ban list for not to be traveled to the U.S. at all.
and that makes sense. What are you talking about? That makes sense. That makes
No,
sense.
no,
Wow.
it doesn't. I mean, here's the thing: one particular two people from Sweden. They were actually one was from Yemen, which had a double citizenship, lived in Sweden also, and was a journalist. Was going to travel to US to receive a reward, but was not even allowed to enter. And the second one was a woman that was born in Iran, but had lived her entire life in Sweden as since she was an infant. She had been in the US one time when she was younger, but then she wanted to go back to the US for vacation, but she was even allowed because she had Iran's capital city on her passport as her birthplace. And that alone was the only thing that made her not being able to enter the country. That is crazy. That's ridiculous. But one of the worst thing that Trump actually did during Obama's time, he had removed North Korea from the list that support terrorism. But Trump, that dumbass, he was so dumb. He put him back on the list. When North Korea found out, they responded with they could send they responded with very confront with frustration. They developing started immediately develop long range missiles, nuclear missiles that
North
could
Korea
reach.
does support terrorists. Yeah, they do. It's everywhere.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even if they do, even if they do support, but they doesn't even have to give Trump the right to put him back on the list because Obama removed that from the list. When he put him back on the list, they responded this, and they could send those nuclear weapons even anywhere in the north in U.S. territory, Guam, Hawaii, and even the mainland, but not along the coastline. Anywhere in the middle of the country. But Trump, he managed to prevent that from happening in the end, though. But just by putting on the list itself, could have been put not only he put U.S. in risk, he could have started a third world war. He could have because those missiles could have been if any country went to support U.S. on their side, they could have been potential targets. Think about it.
Okay,
Anyone who's
sure, Trump made some mistakes, but at least he
yes,
takes action in some. At least
true,
he takes action in some retrospect. Our current president, Biden, Sleepy Joe takes almost no action whatsoever, except
true. But
when he
I
literally
know what you
has.
mean. I know what you mean. But Trump has also done a lot more, done some other so stupid things. But yeah, but hey, hasn't many other presidents done any stupid things? Yes, like Richard Nixon with the Watergate scandal came out.
Okay, yeah,
He he would have given opportunity. He was given the chance. Either he put in for trial for what he did, or he stepped down, reassigned as the president, and he decided to step down from it. But Trump had done a lot of things that cannot be denied. Like he tried to remove the uh, Pentagon's yearly budget for their half of it, so they can go build his wall. Even tried to get national emergency funds to build the wall, but that both of those failed. And the most of the craziest thing that he even did, he was building the wall, but saying that Mexico had to pay for it. That, in my opinion, as many other people around the world, is the stupidest anyone can do. I mean, it's like your family building a fence to your next door neighbor, and they had to pay for it. It's precise the same thing. You can't do that. You can build a wall, yes, but you can't force another country to pay for it. You can't.
that's
That
fair.
is that's just you can't do it. I mean, it's like if you will build a wall against Canada and they had to pay for it, the precise same thing. I mean, it's just principle. You can't
Mhm.
literally force your next door neighbor country to pay for something that you're building.
You make a
But I
fair
can,
enough point there. You
but I
make a fair.
understand. Yeah,
You make a.
but building the wall, I can support that. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's fine.
I understand that he would want to build a better wall that's just to slow down the immigration, but making another country to pay for it, that's way too far from it. But
Yeah.
otherwise,
Again, still, I do prefer Trump. Trump over Biden. Again, Trump may not take. Okay, Trump has definitely done a lot of good actions that have definitely definitely stopped a whole bunch of shenanigans from happening.
Well,
Trump takes action whether it's good or bad. But Biden, he can't even stay awake during a speech, for God's sake. He fell
no,
asleep during the Memorial Day speech, which is so disrespectful.
and that he also says that he likes to sniffing on kids' hairs.
Oh my God.
But another thing that Trump did also, well, which he later claimed was fake news, but it was later confirmed, but it was later told by one of his staff directly that he was invited by French government to pay respect for the fallen soldiers who died during World War II that was buried in Paris. But he refused. Every single other president had done so, but he was the first to refuse that. Because in his words, later that this employee of his said to the newspaper and the news that he called the fallen Marines as losers. No joke. But
Okay.
he claims that that's is fake news. If it's fake, I don't even know. But if he did say that, I mean, if that would have been true, just imagine, just imagine how those soldiers living relatives, some that might still be alive from that time, from that generation, some like siblings or even cousins that still is alive, and of course their grandkids or others like that. How would you feel if, like, your family had someone who is buried in Paris who fought in World War II and died, and that he called them, that would include your relative, as a loser? If it was in my case, I would be furious. How can he to say that, calling those as losers? But I don't know if that was even a real story, but it was told. But as Trump said, the United States was never happened. That's fake news. But I don't know. And even one thing that even Trump wished that they could do. It was around the time when China had had this public vote of changing the mandate period from the two periods like in the US now to have a lifetime. But even if that would be in the case, it would have been almost impossible for it to happen in the US. It's not easy. I mean, you have much support from the Congress and Senate and the US Representative House, something like that. And changing a constitutional law, it's not that easy. But Trump had done perhaps some good things, like you said. That's true. Like when he prevented that war, a potential war between North Korea, even the one he was the one who could cause in the first place. I mean, I'm at least glad that he managed to avoid it from even escalating even further. But I'm saying even Trump has done some bad stuff, like bad shitty stuff.
Of course,
But
yeah.
but
Again,
but
enough.
then, how many other presidents has done some bad stuff? I mean, any no president is a 100% perfect. No. Well, there is one president that's would not be included any of this. Benjamin Harrison,
I
because
was
he
gonna say
died.
Franklin D.
He,
Roosevelt.
well, I mean, Benjamin Harrison died just after 6 months after he stepped in the office.
Fair enough.
So, but any president could have been done some bad things. I mean, but one of my favorites is Lincoln, Washington, and of course Obama. But of course, many presidents, I mean, any, even politicians, even your like local mayor or any like that, can have done some bad things. But not every single politician or world leader or even a state's governor or mayor is. perfectly right on the things. They can done things, and even there is one person that many wish that he could have been a president, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The fact that
Mm.
even he wished that he could have been, it's not possible because he was not born in the U.S. And if you be a president in the US, first of all, there are several things that you require. First, you had to be 35 or older, and you had to be born in the US. That's so. If I had moved in the US, I cannot be a president at all, even if I wanted to. But I can still apply for be a politician, like a mayor, governor. So, but but even though Sweden never had a president, we only had kings.
Oh,
But
y'all are doing what? Oh, okay.
yeah, I can say right now there was this one Swedish king. He sent his army to one city that wasn't technically not even part of Sweden. It That land area belonged to Denmark at the time. They surrendered the village, the city, or the small town. Let's say what they did. They went in, took all the values, everything that was value from the churches and homes. But what about the people that tried to stop them? Well, let's say there weren't any, because they massacred the whole town. Every single woman, man, and child were executed for that. But that was in the late 1500s, and but many Swedish kings had. I'm not gonna lie, there have been many that's also been so bad at things. I mean, even in the current royal family, the only one which is has no negative reviews, which is the current crown princess, Victoria. She is the only one in the family has no such negative comments of. The king has some, the queen has. The oldest son and the youngest daughter, same thing. The youngest daughter, she drove a car in a bus lane in the capital some years ago, but which is not legal. She was caught. She claimed that she has immunity so that she can do anything she wants to. Problem is, she doesn't. The only one who the family has is the king. Even though he, even though we have a king, but his power of Sweden is zero. He has no power at all. Sweden had lost the power. The role of my family had lost its power since back in 1809. So after that, they have been just like a figurehead. Speaking of much, but yeah, but like I said, even as for many countries had many bad rulers, leaders, no joke. I mean, it's like no one is perfect. I mean, it's like say, Game Guest family may have some relatives that's not a 100% perfect either. Some of them could be in not like say considered as a black sheep or anything, but just being crazy. That could have been labeled as the crazy member, like crazy Uncle Joe or something like that. So, some like that done things. But like I say, that Game Guy do in fact has one black sheep in the family. His older brother is in jail.
Mm.
It's let's say he murdered his teacher because he got a bad grade.
Yeah.
That's just that's but yeah, like anyone, even a regular family member or people can have some bad people. That doesn't mean that even a leader is 100% perfect. No. But they try their best to do what they can for the people, for the country. It's I mean it's all we can ask for. I mean even if Trump was the president at the time, I mean it's no joke. Okay. Oh. bronies here. But I mean, anyone, you know, any leader in the world can be pretty bad. But
Fair enough.
I
It's
mean,
it's been nice playing with y'all. I gotta go. Unfortunately, nice talking to y'all.
yeah. Next time though.
Yeah. See ya.
See
So
ya.
tomorrow.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I should probably end here anyways. It's been a long time, day. Is that you, Ron Dreamer? Yeah, got it. I was a little confused of the name. Wait a minute. Don't you live in Indonesia? Yeah, but you live in Indonesia, right? Yeah, I was like confused because when I noticed in the profile Arkansas Wolves, I was like a little, I was little, I felt like, did he really live in Indonesia or did I lost my baby or something? uh, yeah, this has been good times, good times. But like I said before to Taylor, that many leaders around the world had some bad times or bad qualities and good qualities. They are not always perfect. They aren't. No one. I mean, no one is perfect. I am. Well, I mean, even Game Guy is not even perfect, or Roy, or I'm like myself. No one is. If we were all perfect, there wouldn't not be conflict or no problem at all in the world. Well, I probably should end here. Have been 3 hours. Hmm. Right. Well, hope it works. Well, everyone, this has been had been an interesting stream. Yeah. This is Switch Diablo signing off. Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Bye, everyone.